Hey everyone, welcome to Mystic Journeys with our Way Back Wednesday episode. Derek and Nerdy are here with us. It's week 26. So See the Light and Others is today's Way Back Wednesday title. So appreciate you guys for being here. 26. We are cooking right through this book, dude. It's crazy to think we've been doing Mystics for a little over half a year at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I really like this one. This is a good one today.
This is a good one. We have a couple of clips to go along with it, and then maybe if we have some time, we'll do a little bit of reading from a book called The Cup of Zen. So yeah, we'll see. Give everyone just a minute or two just to join in. Appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you hit the like and switch to all chat so you can see everybody's messages. Appreciate everyone for joining in.
How's it going, Sammy P?
Sam, David, what's up, guys? It starts off with a quote here from Dr. Wayne Dyer. It says, "See the light in others and treat them as if that's all you see." I feel like I cut you off, Nerdy. Were you about to say something?
Oh, you're good. You're good. I lost my train of thought. I was thinking, since we have 3 video clips here, we could actually play one of them before we read. Just
if you'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you'd like to, that's great. We could always play it again for people at the end of the show, so in case they missed it, or at the end of the reading, rather. Yeah, go ahead. You want to play the one that I put in there, or should I play one of yours?
Let's play that other one that I did first. Both of them are one. One is one you shared with me, or no? Actually, both of them are.
Yeah, really good stuff, dude. Kind of just came to me today. I'm like, this is like the universe speaking to me, weird way.
So yeah, let's go ahead and play this one first, and I'll let you save yours when you upload it.
Jesus was a mystic.
Okay, we'll play it again after.
He never talked about going to church. He didn't say read a Bible. Show me where he said read a Bible. Show me where he said to go to church. He never said go to church. He never said read a Bible. He didn't point to some far-off God who was going to come down and save you. He said, you are the light of the world. The kingdom of God is in you.
Yeah.
He didn't set himself up and say, look at me, I'm Jesus, and I hotsy-totsy stuff. Look at me, ain't I something? He didn't ever said that. You know what he said? You think I'm doing good stuff? I'll tell you something, Homer. The things I do, you can do something. You can do better than I do, Joey. That's the kind of guy he was. Never drew attention to himself, drew attention to you. He never came to show his divinity, he came to show your divinity. And he told you how to reach it, how to make it explode. It's within you. Raise yourself up to the upper room. Let practice the single eye. And you'll fill with light and wisdom and power and understanding. That's the kind of guy he was. And the religions have never allowed him to be what he came to be. One who would bring you into the bosom of the Father and show you your divinity, your holiness, the power within you.
I thought that was a pretty good message.
Very good.
On topic for tonight about finding the light in others. First, you have to find it in yourself in order to see it and recognize it in others, I think.
It's powerful, dude. It's powerful. Talk about that a lot. To be able to save the world, you have to be able to save yourself first. And obviously, no one's going to be completely perfect or completely, quote unquote, saved. But you have to just do your best to get where you are before you can help others. Because if not, you're going to be dragging them down too. It's like the blind leading the blind kind of idea. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. Appreciate you guys for being in your room. Married, Sam, Oreo. See all you guys. Thanks for being here. Sometimes it's easy to see the light. And let me go back to my quote here. The quote was, see the light in others and treat them as if that's all you see, from Dr. Wayne Dyer. The story goes, sometimes it's easy to see the light in people, and other times it takes practice and patience. People that bring out the best in others are a positive dent. They change the world one person at a time. Great news is that you can be that person. Opportunities to do this are everywhere. To see the light in someone, you must first slow down and be intentional about really getting to know them. And if you focus solely on the work, you'll miss an incredible opportunity. Take time to build a relationship. As if you're getting to know the person, think about where you see them a year from now. Actively pay attention to their strengths and what they value. Sometimes people have something in them that they can't see. It's your role to bring this out of them. Make sure to tell them what you see in them. These words can be life changing. Sometimes people are so far in their own thoughts that it's hard for them to gain perspective about how others see them. Don't get discouraged. Think of this time as planting a seed. It takes a while for a plant to grow. Give it grace, be patient, and in fact, you must be okay with never seeing the end result. It may simply be a step in this person's journey. However, that should be all the more reason to do what you can in each moment. And today's prompt is, how do you intentionally make an effort to see the light in others? You guys want to go?
Let's start with Derek.
I make assumptions.
yeah,
No, I do though. I assume everyone's good until they prove me wrong. And going in with that assumption instead of thinking, this person's probably a butthead or something like that. If I go in thinking this is a good person, and I think that mindset helps a lot. So I go in with the assumption. I make assumptions. They're good until they prove me wrong, and I think that helps. Uh, help see the better in people and not, if you're going to pass judgment on someone, pass good judgment, I think, ignore what they're wearing or whatever, and, assume the best. Yeah.
I couldn't agree with more. You pretty much took the words out of my mouth. Honestly, I could just play the next video based off of what you just said. In a world full of Barbaras and demons, be it Derek or a Susan. I'm going to play my video now, if that's all right, HB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Susan Bennett from Framingham, Massachusetts. What's your name?
And drown ooze from hell.
Oh, do you know Barbara?
Mom, what are you doing? You're a fighter. Just fight it.
Are you also from the Boston area?
I was birthed by flames and the wailing of tormented souls.
Oh, that's why I had an epidural. Do you enjoy being a demon?
It's okay.
Must be hard having people afraid of you all the time.
Actually it is. Thank you for acknowledging. What did you say your name was? Susan?
Susan. Susan.
Susan, you are a breath of fresh air.
Oh, stop.
Sometimes I think people come to me only for my power or my treasure. No one ever just comes by just to say hi. See how I'm doing.
That must really hurt.
It does.
Is that why you want to destroy the world?
Turns out the real demon is loneliness.
Maybe you need to meet some new people or take up a hobby. There's a spot open in my watercolor group.
Really?
Oh, wait, no, there isn't.
Oh,
I forgot. Carol apologized to Janine, and now she's back in class.
what did Carol do?
She drew a portrait of Janine, and she didn't leave out her mustache. No. She added in the mustache.
They call me a demon.
I know, right? I
I needed that. I needed that laugh.
This is why I love meeting new people.
Yeah, it's the Derek approach.
They got the accents down really good.
That is from the TV show Ted. It's like a prequel to the movie with the that talking teddy bear, Seth MacFarlane. But that really, really, really tickled me, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, they've really got it figured out." And I really do think that loneliness is the true demon. So one of the ways that I unintentionally make an effort to see the light in others is I let people know that I see them. I do that almost every morning at Tea with Pops, and I try to do it when I'm paying attention to the chat here, when I'm distracted with you guys. But
Yeah.
I think it makes a really, really big difference letting people know that you see them.
Yeah.
It made a world of difference for me when I first met Kim and MVP at that first Rocky Mountain Mush Fest, and just being seen, it just really, really changed my life. And being seen by the other T crew when I went to the Detroit Mush Fest, it's life changing. Yep.
Yeah, I hate to be the the alternative view here, because I'm not trying to disagree with what you guys are saying, and I really like it, but you guys understand. Like for me, I think that I'm very opposite approach. I'm very skeptical until I see the light in people, and that doesn't mean that I don't have tools to help me see the light in people, which I definitely do. But I think, obviously because of breaking the agreements, it's not really great to assume that people are good intention just because we're trying to see the light in people. Yes, it is better to see it that way over choosing to see the negative in people or whatever. But if you're seeing the light in people, you have to actually see it for what's really true inside of them. You have to actually see the light in them. You can't just say, I choose to see the light in you, whether it's there or not, whether I can see it or not. But what I do, a tool that helps me the most, and it's always helped me since I was a younger kid, and actually I got this concept from a different gentleman, but I try to look at everyone like they're a baby, like they're an infant. And babies are so pure, and they don't really have much hate or like envy or, it's just pure love and passion, right, in a baby. And something happens along the way whenever a baby grows up to where they start to have this program, and we talk about in the show so often, where they start to learn that being hateful or being, it's Men's Health Month. I was making a post about this earlier about how, especially with men, they have to prove I'm tough to be able to prove that they're a man. So we kind of build that up in the society, that programming. So we choose to act on those people because they have built up these defense mechanisms essentially in their life. And really, if you go back to thinking about them like a baby, like once they were a baby, they were an infant without those kind of attachments to the idea of politics or hate or race or all these different things that try to divide us. Baby didn't have that eventually. And there's somewhere in them is that real pure light. And that's what that light is, that seed, if you will, they talked about in the book.
What if you're giving people too much credit for being more intelligent than they are?
Well, it doesn't matter about their intelligence. Everybody's a soul, because it's just like an animal, like a dog isn't that intelligent, but yeah, they still have spirit.
There's a reason why we don't prosecute people with mental illness the same way we prosecute people that are normal, what we all consider normal mind, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. I kind of agree with you too, but I also don't disagree.
Like, we can't just love blind, and you guys, like, and again, I hate, because it's not like I'm trying to disagree. Like, I think that love is the option so much, and love is the answer, and I really do. I think it's a beautiful sentiment, but we can't just love blindly. Like, we have to love with intent, and we have to do that with being able to see what is the commonality that we all share as a human being, right?
I don't want to.
What's the one thing we all have,
or anything, but what if most people are just a bunch of babies?
Yeah, well, we all are. We're all learning to grow every single day.
Maybe that's, what I mean? By maybe you are giving them a little bit too much credit. I'm doing my best not to seem like a narcissist, because I'm absolutely not. I don't look at people that way. But maybe that's if you're struggling with people, maybe that's a better way of looking at them instead of thinking that they're all malicious.
Yeah, but to me, it's better to do that than just to choose love, to give someone a hug and be stabbed in the back just because I just chose love. We talked about this. It's the same way as choosing fear, because it's the easier option to do. Sometimes we're backed into a wall where it's I'm conflicted in my head. Can I trust this person or not? I should just choose love. Sometimes that's not really always the right answer.
Sometimes you can't trust people, even though you thought you could, but you got to give people that chance sometimes. But
that's my point.
How bad can people hurt you? How
trust is a lot different than what I'm saying, though. That's why it's the intelligence argument that you're making. It doesn't really come into play here, because you can't trust a baby. You can't trust an infant. True. But you can know that they don't have hate in their heart for you. You can look at that baby and you can call it a horrible name and it doesn't have any like attachment to that kind of stuff. And even if it could understand language, which is a different argument, right? It still doesn't have the kind of like attachment to hate and remorse and things like that an older adult would.
Hate is something that's learned.
Exactly what I'm saying. So for us to act on somebody because they have hate in whatever way, we can still keep in our mind, this is what keeps me like in a balanced point of view without letting my anger or my rage get into like the Raphael in me to just do something that I'm acting my anger. Because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? Like if I met them whenever they were a young kid, I probably could have like totally changed their like scope of reality, right? Because it could have like steered them in a different direction, possibly, right? It's the whole idea of like you go back in time and try to change the universe.
I think let's go back to the way back for a split second. The
Right.
quote is, "See the light in others and treat them as if that is all that you see."
Yes, and I think again that's a great exercise. 100%.
I think the way you're looking at it is that you're looking for those bad things and you're judging them on those instead of looking for the good things and judging them on those.
Not necessarily.
When
It is a little bit of that, but more what I'm focusing on is I'm just trying to say that we should see people for the light that they actually have, and not just the assumption of the light that we think that they have. Because people don't have light in them always, but they always did have it at once.
I think that goes both ways. Like that with that demon. Someone sees a demon, they're like, "Oh shit, it's a demon." But she treated them as if it is all that the good traits is all that she sees. You know, I bet that really sucks being a demon. People thinking, you know, they can take advantage of you all the time. He's like, you know what? Yeah, it does. It does suck being like 100%. Sometimes. But it's, you know, if it wasn't for that, it wouldn't be bad.
It's really the empathy is really hard to try to see it from that perspective. 100%. Yep, I think it's a great tool and I think it's a great exercise.
Yeah,
something that the world could use more of, because there's so many instances. And again, I'm talking about situations where it's like a little bit more serious than an altercation that you're having at an office, which is most of these situations. We have somebody at work that we don't like because, you know, they like a different football team than we do or whatever, and it causes this conflict where it doesn't have to. Instead of having empathy and understanding for that person, figuring out how they got there and figuring out that they are a human being, they probably have a lot in common, you know. That's the big divisive thing that kind of with politics and with race, right? So that we're all the same. Yeah, you might be like in a different team or different skin color or whatever, but really we probably do probably like the same foods, probably like to go watch the same movies, listen to the same music.
I think food is one of those great uniters.
Yeah, that's a great point, dude. Let's play another clip. I have well, I want to just speak a minute. The idea of the trench, we talk about this a lot, is kind of going through life and then finding the light at the end of the tunnel. And sometimes there are people that carry torches. These are light bringers, I call them. These are the people that me and David refer to as you and Derek, the NFPs, the people who always choose to see the light in people. It's something that I really look up to and admire with people with your personality types. But I think that, you know, seeing the light in people whenever you're going through that trench is the thing that you're trying to see. You know, it's not only that people are good intentions, but sometimes it's like I get along with you or I relate to you on a certain idea, right? But seeing the light to me also can be deeper than that. It can be like, you know, more physics. So I have a video here that kind of really encompasses what seeing the light in people kind of means to me.
We are essentially sparks of light. We are light going through this experience to gain more realization, more understanding. Everything that happens because of light of some frequency. You can talk about atoms and billiard balls and molecules, but the interaction between them is invariably through light. In fact, the molecules and the particles themselves are created by light. This is what's called pair creation in physics, when a photon, a unit of light, sort of bursts and becomes a proton and an antiproton. What is the character of light that distinguishes it from matter? Because it's, if anything is spiritual, light is spiritual. Well, it has no mass, it has no charge, and for light there is no time, because at the speed of light clocks stop. And there is no space, because light can cross the whole universe. So it's sort of everywhere at once. Light interpenetrates matter by causing the interaction of things. But it also is us. I also include light in the sense of throwing light on the subject or seeing the light, that realization in oneself that gives you the aha experience. grasping
Yes, I
something.
see me in you.
That is the, you could say, the spiritual realm, the divine.
Yeah, that's 100%. Being able to see the light in a subject, or being able to see the light in a situation, or even if it's somebody that I don't get along with, I can see the light in, hey man, we can still like this one food, like you're saying. It's something that we share. So that is the light to me. That's that one little spark. And sometimes that spark can be enough to change somebody's whole life or to change the whole situation. It kind of starts to be like spread like cancer, but in a good way, right? So it's like a virus, but beneficial. So it spreads from person to person. It's just like we talked about, showed a picture. I think maybe Dean Derek was the one who showed this picture about someone in a room and they're like having a candle and they start to light the people around them just by bringing that good energy and vibes into the room. It's really powerful. I think it's more powerful than we think it is, just because we can't wrap our heads around how deep it really goes.
Honestly, yes. I go around throughout my day smiling at people and shit, and
It's really
I
important.
can't. It's amazing how often people remember me. Like I'm at the checkout and they're like, "Oh, you're always in such a good mood." And I'm like, "Thanks, I try." But like literally, like I brighten people's day just because I'm friendly and I'm nice and I'm
Yeah.
polite. It goes a long way, and it really helps people because a lot of people aren't like that. It really makes a
Yep.
difference.
You never know the impact you make on people's lives.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think in my life because so it all goes to the Ninja Turtles analogy we've been kind of like holding on to lately, and me, I'm like I hold on to a lot of anger. It's not something I've been shy to talk about in the show. I'm very open about it because it's something I struggle with. I always have struggled with it, and having that anger and that rage, you're always trying to see the people that are giving you grace. They're like, oh man, this guy's like, he's seeing that I'm trying, even though a lot of people would be like, I don't want to mess with that person because their anger gets the best of them in situations where it makes them look like a child or immature, right? And there's other people that like, this is what I always use the personality types for, because there's people like me that are just, I stand up for what I believe in and I'm going head first, which is good. It's beneficial, but it gets a lot of people like me hurt, like unnecessarily, or people like you guys are like, hey, hold on a minute. It's the idea of the power of the pen is mightier than the power of the sword. Before you just run into that burning building, let's think about this for a second. And it's kind of the balance of the superhero team or the Ninja Turtle team or whatever that keeps people balanced. And I think about the people who've had grace in their life for me in moments where I didn't always see the light in people or situations, or try to bring the light to situations. Because you got to imagine people always carry their you know, baggage around, if you will, whatever they're dealing with. And when you come in with a bad attitude, it's the Bob Marley thing. Like whenever you frown, you're bringing everybody else down around you. It's really important to try to remember. Just like, and I've been in situations where I've felt down and knew I should smile and still just didn't have the strength to do it. And then again, I could see people around me see that in me. Like, he wants to, he just can't. And then that's their grace for me. And that kind of like, that's their light we share with each other. And I have friends like that, again, like you guys who balance me out. And I really respect and admire the idea and the ability to be able to just choose to see the light in people. It's very difficult for me.
You have anything you want to
Yeah,
add,
but that's
Derek?
the biggest tool.
No.
Okay. I'm not sure if we were just talking too much and not letting you speak. Okay. I just want to give you a chance. I got a philosophical question.
Yeah.
Do you eat the white head or the brown butt first?
Oh, excuse me.
Right here on the cola bottles. Do you eat the white head or the brown butt
I just
first?
eat them all together. Yeah, I just eat the whole thing.
Together? I like to eat
Probably
the
like
brown
4 or
part
5 at a time. They're really good.
First.
Pretty sure they're both the brown and the white taste the same, but it's more fun eating it in pieces. I don't know.
Did you want to try to do a giveaway to somebody?
Oh,
Did you want to do
I haven't mentioned it yet. I'm not doing anything for the can. I figured if someone wants to volunteer for us to send them something tonight, just let us know. Speak up. You must be over the age of 21. And I figured if I did the can game, everybody would want to play, but no one would want to actually receive it. So if someone wants to volunteer, first person that volunteers is over the age of 21. just let us know, and I will give you a choice of just whole mushrooms, sacramental mushrooms, or capsulated sacrament, so it's perfectly sized for like the microdoses and stuff. So anyone that wants it, just speak up. I'm gonna announce it again later near the end of the show if no one says anything until then. But yeah, happy to share. Just let us know who wants it. I do have a couple packages I need to send out still. I haven't forgotten. I'm just slow and ADHD. But yeah,
Let me go ahead.
That's it.
I want to read from a book here called The Couple's Inn. And maybe we'll continue this on if it's something that you guys are interested in. I think this is really nice.
I do like that idea.
It's really short reading.
Mello says, I volunteer Sanem.
Okay.
Mentioned her a little bit, in a little bit. So I'm going to, for now, unless someone else really, really needs it, I'm going to stick with Sharon. Sharon, I think, is going to get it. So I think she deserves it. We're using some of her art with the Rocky Mountain Much Fest t-shirt designs. So I think I would like to give it to Sharon. Mello was first, and she volunteered Sanem, and I think that's a good idea.
Yep, I have a package to send out to her as well.
Okay.
So I'll put in some extra in there. First date ever.
I think that's what we're going to do. And you know what? I'm going to send her both. I'm going to send her both a little bag. It's about like 4 grams of Tommyknocker and a bunch of capsules. About 4 grams or maybe a little more of capsules too. Kosher and vegan and halal. Not vegan. They're gelatin, so they're not vegan, but they are kosher and halal. I got the packaging right here. Kosher and halal. And they're blue. But yeah, so Sharon, it is.
Cool. I like it. If anybody else needs anything, please reach out to us. You guys know where to find us on the website. All right.
And you know what?
This is a really.
You know what? I'm going to throw in something else that I didn't mention before. I'm going to throw in one of these honeys.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I kind of upgraded them a little bit.
I'm going to give Sharon
jars
one of these
and
honeys too.
Yeah.
So there we go.
So the last jars I had, the glasses were a little thin, so I upgraded them to little baby mini mason jars, and they come with little honey stirs. Perfect. The mushrooms settle on the top, so you guys got to make sure you stir this stuff every time you use it to get a consistent dose. But we're working on that as well too.
I keep flipping them and rotating them, and it actually is starting to mix in a little bit. I think it's the temperature outside it's helping.
I mean, the problem is we can't add water to it, so adding tincture adds water to the honey. So we're just trying to figure out how to add the extract to it without.
I think a little bit moisture, but just like a little bit higher temperatures is slightly helpful.
And extract it.
Constantly just rotating it day after day, hour after hour. We'll give away the other one. I have another one.
1 gram.
I'll give it away next week.
Yep, it's 1 gram. It's meant for microdosing. You put it in your tea or coffee or lemonades, whatever you feel. Or even just eat it straight up if you're a honey lover like me. This is a really short reading here. I'm going to read the introduction and I'm going to read the quick reading. It's a little quick, like 5-minute reading every single week. So, what is Zen? Imagine you're holding a cup of tea. And before I get into it, there's some really cool mind exercises in here we can play along with. It's full to the brim, so full that if you try to pour in more, it overflows. No matter how good the tea is, you can't take it anymore. Now, imagine that cup is your mind, stuffed with opinions, worries, distractions, and things that you think you know. There's no space for new insights, no room for clarity, and the more you cling to what you've already filled it with, the harder it is to experience anything fresh. This is where Zen comes in. Zen isn't about religion or memorizing deep philosophical concepts. It's about seeing things as they are, without overcomplicating them. It's about being here, fully present, without carrying the baggage of the past or the anxieties of the future. Most of us are so caught up in our heads, planning, regretting, overthinking, that we forget how simple life actually is. And Zen teaches us how to clear the noise and return to the moment. And what's one of the best ways to understand the Zen or understand Zen? Stories. What are Zen stories? Think about the last time you heard a great story. Maybe it was a childhood fable, a parable, or even just a friend telling you about something wild that happened over the weekend. Stories stick with us. Zen stories are like that. They aren't explanations, they're experiences. Instead of telling you what to think, they invite you to see something differently. Sometimes they're simple, and sometimes they're strange, and sometimes they make no sense at all until suddenly they do. A famous Zen master once said, "Pointing at the moon is not the moon," meaning words, explanations, and theories can only point you in the right direction. But to truly get to Zen, you have to experience it. Zen stories are pointers, like glimpses into another way of seeing. They help you break free from rigid thinking and the belief that everything needs an answer. Sometimes the answer isn't an answer. It's just a different way of being. This book is a collection of 21 Zen stories, each one designed to quiet your mind, simplify your thoughts, and bring a little bit more peace into your daily life. How do I use this book? First rule, there are no rules. Read the book however you want. Open it randomly, read one story a day, or finish it in one sitting. There's no single way to experience Zen. But if you want a suggestion, try reading one story a day for 21 days and let it sit with you. Don't rush to figure it out. Just let the stories unfold in your mind. Some will make immediate sense and others might confuse you. That's the point. After each story, you will find that simple reflection, a thought, a question, or a little practice to try in your own life. You don't need to force anything. Just let the ideas sink in. Because the truth is, you don't have to learn Zen. You just have to remember that you already know deep down. And that's what starts with, and that starts with emptying your cup. So we'll probably read one here and there periodic. We'll see how it goes with this.
Yeah.
I'll start with the first story is The Empty Cup. There's a quote from Bruce Lee. It says, "Empty your cup so that it may be filled." A traveler's weight. A weary traveler trudged along a mountain path, his back bent beneath the weight of an enormous bundle. Strapped to him were blankets, pots, books, and trinkets from places he barely remembered. His steps were his steps were slow, his breath heavy. At the foot of the mountain, an old man sat beneath a cypress tree, watching the travelers struggle. "Where are you headed?" the old man asked. "To the monastery at the peak," the traveler replied, shifting his load. "I seek wisdom." The old man nodded. "A noble journey, but tell me why carry all this?" The traveler wiped his brow. "These things are important. These are important things I may need." The old man simply smiled and gestured to the path ahead. The traveler sighed and continued. The path grew steeper, the air thinner. Each step drained him, and soon his shoulders ached. His knees trembled, the straps cut into his skin. Finally, unable to bear it any longer, he dropped a pot by the side of the road, and then a book, and then a blanket. By the time he reached the halfway point, he shed nearly everything. And his body, once burdened, now moved with ease. The wind felt crisper, the sky wider, and as he approached the peak, he found the old man already sitting there, waiting beneath another cypress tree. The traveler gasped, "How did you?" The old man smiled. The old man smiled and stood up and began walking toward the path that led further further upward, and one the traveler hadn't noticed before. And the traveler, exhausted from his journey, sat down to rest. And as he was resting, he looked back at the mountain. Far below, another figure struggled up the path, back bent beneath an enormous bundle. Reflection. What are you carrying that no longer serves you? If you dropped one story, ex, expect, expectation, or fear, how would your step change? And if you reached the peak, what would tell you that you had arrived? Does the mountain confirm your journey, or do you? a moment of Zen. There's a um, little exercise for us to do here. It says, hold a stone and drop it. Feel the difference. Think of the past event. Choose to let it go. Did it leave or was it never there? Go for a walk in silence. Notice what falls away and what may return. Or sorry, notice what falls away and what remains. So that's the exercise for you guys to try out this afternoon or tomorrow. To hold a stone, to drop it, and to feel the difference, to think about a past event, choose to let it go, and ask yourself, did it leave or was it never there? Go for a walk in silence and notice what falls away and what remains. Very cool. So yeah, that's the very first story.
Thank you
Let
guys.
it go.
You guys,
The weekend trip, those stones that you carry, they'll weigh you down.
I thought about that. I was thinking about that the whole
Tell
time.
you what, they really, really do weigh you down, especially when you got big grudges. You gotta let it go.
Start to let it. Yeah. It's our luggage, our baggage, our Nautilus shells, our past chambers. It's so funny. As I'm reading this, Derek, you're exactly right. I'm like, we're getting to the top of the mountain. We're finding some pretty cool rocks, and Nerdy's putting them in his bag. I'm like, Nerdy, you're going to want to drop those stones when we get to the top of that mountain. We start finding really good stones. And damn,
right.
if we didn't get to the top of that mountain, and Nerdy's like, yep, I'm getting rid of these.
Right.
And I thought to myself, I'm just that was the traveler story. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I can see the future,
Yeah.
but I'm sure there's like tons of scenarios where it's like vice versa, right? He could see that with me or,
I found better rocks. It's easy to get rid of the old ones when you find better rocks.
That's a good point. It's a whole nother story. But yeah, what are you carrying that you no longer serves you? And if you dropped one story, expectation, or fear, how would your step change? And if you reached the peak, what would tell you that you had arrived? Does the mountain confirm your journey or do you? And me, I'm a kind of run past the finish line type person. It's always been something with my personality. And when everybody else is like get to the finish line and stop, it's like I can go a little farther than that. It's not, you don't have to work that much harder than to be more than average. Like, yeah, you have to work really hard to run that lap another time, but you don't have to work that much harder you just have to go another 10 feet farther than to make it more than most people will ever make it. Because people have low ambitions. It's kind of aspirational to me.
Now that Sanim is here, I would like to let her know that I offered up a giveaway to whoever took it, and Sharon was nominated for the prize, and I thought that was a great idea. So, Sharon, I'm going to be sending you some stuff. We got some about 4 grams of Tommy Knocker. I don't know exactly how much. It's close to 4 grams. And I got about 24 capsules, which is about 4.8 grams, 200 milligrams each. And I also got some honey from HB. I'm going to be sending you 2. So I'm going to be sending these tomorrow. I'm going to send these tomorrow. I have to send other packages. So I absolutely will be sending this tomorrow. My ADHD got the best of me last week, and I didn't send that last package to Coach Leroy. But I will be sending it. I'm sending it tomorrow. ADHD, I'm trying my best. It's too much on my head, on my mind. But I'm sending that, Sharon. Congratulations, and thank you so much for letting us use some of your art for the Rocky Mountain Mush Fest shirts. Do you mind if I just sort of roll into that, HB? And do you have anything else you want to say?
No, go ahead. Yep. Go ahead.
How about you, Derek? Do you have anything else you want to say before I move on to the Rocky Mountain Mush Fest?
No, I want to just see the shirts. Yeah.
Okay. Well, first I'm just going to show you guys the designs. I'm still kind of I might make some minor adjustments, but this is the gist of what they're going to look like. I sent them to Kim. I think she got there. I think she gives me the thumbs up already. But the first one, as you all know, like I kind of consider this one like the official design. Yes, because it's got the mountains, it's got the mushroom. So this is the one by my daughter. But there's also other designs that were submitted by Kim and Sharon, and I really like them, and I can't really choose but Kim also wanted one that wasn't so obviously Rocky Mountain Mush Fest, so we also have the RMMF design. This one is more appropriate for the pocket shirt if you break the design apart. So the fourth annual RMMF, Colorado City, Colorado, July 16th and 19th, 2026, that's on the pocket. And then the design is going to be right above the pocket. MVP likes those pocket shirts, so I made sure I had to get him a version that works for him. So this next one here is Kim's. It's her picture that she took last year, and my plan is to have it off center. I know Deborah really liked the tank tops last year, so the idea is to have it off center, off to the left, kind of like where the pocket would be. I have some mock-ups I'm going to be showing you guys with like some random people from the internet from Printify wearing these designs. So don't be surprised when you get these like weirdos popping up here soon. But this is one of Sharon's designs. She took the picture and then she used AI as like a filter. So this, I really like how it turned out. I thought it's great. It kind of fits the same theme of the t-shirts we had last year. Again, we can change out this bottom text from RMMF to the full text if you want. I can customize these shirts depending on who's ordering it. Just let me know what you want. My plan is to make all of these shirts on white shirts, but if you really wanted like a light blue or a light pink or a gray, we could do that too. But white's going to be best because we're planning on tie-dyeing shirts while we're at Rocky Mountain Mush Fest. Since the way in the printer I'm going through, it's called Ninja Print. They print these heat transfer sheets that's as good as screen printing. So my idea is we can actually tie-dye our shirts first, and then before the end of the event, we will heat press them on. Oh, sorry about that, Derek. There we go. You don't need us up there. But there we go. We're back. So the shirts, t-shirts, pocket shirts, tank tops are all going to be $25 each. The hoodie is $40. And let's say you want to bring your own t-shirt to Rocky Mountain Mush Fest and tie-dye it and put one of those designs on it. You're providing your own shirt, just $10. And also shipping is depending on who you are, where you are, and I will ship after Rocky Mountain Mush Fest because I'm not planning on getting any of them made until the event.
Come to Mush Fest and have a good time with us. July 16th through the 19th. Is that the dates? We're right on that.
And thank you so much, Sharon, for letting us use your art. Same with Kim. Thanks for providing the pictures and the art. And thank you, Kaylin, for letting me use your art. I basically like bribed her with candy and soda and shit.
Hey, now you're gonna have to give her a college fucking chunk whenever you fucking do.
I'm really proud of her. She's a really good artist.
Yeah,
She's been
really
drawing
good,
a
dude.
lot since school got out. She's just been drawing. She's
Well,
very
let's show them some unoriginal art here. Just in case you already got it pulled up here anyway. This flavor just came out on the 1st. If you guys want it, I'll put my email in the chat for you guys, or you can reach out to us on mysticjourneyschurch.org. They are there's 3 flavors right now. The 3rd flavor has not been released yet. This is the next flavor right here coming up, being released at the Mush Fest. The first people that are really going to be able to try it are going to be people at the Mush Fest. So a twist on Bomb Pop called Peace Pop. So excited for you guys to try these new flavors. A couple people have already tried the Blue Ferris and really enjoyed it, and I appreciate everybody's feedback. And thank you all for your support, and have a great day. Hands and legs inside the vehicles at all times, and please smile for your picture.
Oh, and Kim asked, is it Bishop Castle or is it Bishop's Castle? I've been calling it Bishop's Castle, but their website, all of their marketing, everything, it just says Bishop Castle. So that's why I changed it from Bishop's on the shirts. It did originally say Bishop's, but I did change it. Kim's probably remembering it saying Bishop's. But yeah, I wanted to match the actual name of their marketing from their website and everything. But yeah, we're gonna go, and please donate while you're there. They are a nonprofit and they help other nonprofits. And it's
cool.
It's free. They just open it up to the public. Just come in and climb on their stuff, and they want you to be irresponsible there. It's a funny place. It's a libertarian dream.
Sounds like my kind of place.
I guess you call it.
Yeah.
Like no rules type of place. Yeah. Yeah. Bishop.
Cheers. If anybody needs anything, supplements, or reach out to us if you guys need some guidance, you got some tough stuff going on in your life, or really even good months. Like I said, I love when people share good stuff too. Reach out to us. We love to hear it. Also a good way to talk to us is through Discord, Instagram. We have a Facebook as well. Those are great ways to reach out to us. I'll drop the Discord link in here for you guys.
And if you like what we're doing here, please sign up for $5 a month. That $5 helps us ship stuff out. Mostly, it costs like $7 to ship something from me to East Coast. It costs about $7, but that $5 does help. I don't mind pitching in my own money and resources. That's why I'm here. But it really, really does help us do more. If you just a little bit, $5 a month, less than a latte.
But more importantly, we want you guys just to have a good rest of your night. And maybe here after the show, I was going to ask you, Nerdy, did you want to?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me.
Okay. Okay. Wow. See how we communicate.
So my thoughts were, instead of doing movie night Mondays, we'll be doing like Minecraft Mondays. So after the show, HB and I are going to consistently try to get on Monday nights and play. If for anybody that's paying that $5 a month, you can play Minecraft with us on our private server. And then on Wednesdays, we're changing that to our Watch Along Wednesday, where we're going to watch a movie or a few episodes of a show, something like that. And the movie we're watching tonight is called Descending the Mountain.
It's more of a documentary. It's a great documentary. We talked about this a couple times on the show already. The concept that when a monk meditates, that they achieve the same level of mental state as people on psychedelics. So they expose them to psychedelics, and to not spoil it, we're going to watch the results of what happened during this whole documentary, whether they were affected by it or whether they weren't, essentially. So it's really interesting stuff, guys. Come join us on Discord, and the link I just posted in there, and we can watch it.
If you don't play Minecraft, you can get on there and you can on Discord and you can watch. Usually these guys are sharing their screen, so you can check it out if you're not a Minecrafter. You can watch them play. They talk. You hear everybody talk. It is pretty fun.
Yeah, and exactly. We're there talking to each other. We can talk about anything. We don't have to talk about Minecraft. You don't have to watch us play Minecraft. You can just talk to us. But that's on Mondays. So we're making ourselves available to the community. And it's just a way to get us to come online, to sit in front of our computer for a few hours, play some Minecraft. It's something that it gets me in front of the computer for sure. And not thinking about mushrooms for a little bit.
Right, nerdy?
Yeah, yeah.
Play Minecraft too.
Gets you a little bit of the experience, real life practice, not getting upset when things don't go your way. That's something that happens. It's something that happens a lot, and it is one of those things that I do take from it, because you get frustrated when a creeper blows up in your face and it just destroys the things you just built. Things happen. You die and you fall into lava and you lose all your stuff. But I've got other measures in place that help stop that kind of thing. But yeah, so Wednesdays we're planning on doing the watch along, so we're changing the movie nights to Wednesday nights. And then Fridays, we would love to have anybody that wants to volunteer, anyone that's regularly here, you want to come in and talk to us on Friday night during the show. Friendly Friday, let's do this. I would love to talk to any of you in on the show.
We had a really great time that night with Laura and with Kim. That was that was a fantastic show, and with Chris and anyone else that wants to get on there, you don't be shy.
Absolutely. And that could be fun to some of these nights figure out a way to play, like Mello mentioned Mario Brothers and some of these other games. I do like to play with emulators too. There maybe on some of these days we could figure out a way that we could play games together and stream it, like old classic games that I grew up playing, like from Super Nintendo. I swear, Super Nintendo is the ultimate game system to this day. It has the best replay value out of all of the game systems. Nothing has topped it. It has so many games.
Mario Kart's my favorite game to play on psychedelics, to be honest with you.
Nice. Yeah, Mario Kart 1 came out.
Minecraft I like to play too.
Your favorite Super Nintendo game?
Super Nintendo. Oh man, you're asking me to pick my favorite kid. Let's think. Secret of Mana. But that's only if you're including games that were released in the United States. If you include games that were not released in the United States, there's a game that's basically the sequel to Secret of Mana, and that's my ultimate. It was so good. It was called Seiken Densetsu 3. It's Secret of Mana 2, essentially. But so good. Such good games. But I really, really like Secret of Mana a lot. But if you want like a car game, Rock and Roll Racing was the best. Fighting games, I really liked like Clay Fighter, but that was hard. It was hard to play Clay Fighter. Zelda, the best Zelda was on Super Nintendo. Link to the Past. That was the best one. My personal favorite, at least. There's a lot that came out since then, but my favorite Mario was on regular Nintendo. That was Mario Brothers 2. It's the best. It wasn't even a Mario game. It was called Doki Doki Panic, and they like a lot of the Mario characters that came after Mario Brothers 2, like Birdo and the Ninja character and like the Shy Guys. All of those came from Mario Brothers 2, where they came from Doki Doki Panic first, and then they went into the Mario Brothers universe, because Doki Doki Panic it's more like a radio station mascots or something like that for like kids, It's like if the big BK kids got their own video game, but it was like some radio station of the BK kids. That's what Doki Doki Panic was kind of like, but they basically just completely just changed the main characters, and all of the bad guys all stayed the same almost. Just a couple that changed to make it more culturally acceptable.
April of next year, the Legend of Zelda movie is going to be out, and I'm ready for it now. I thought it was going to be I thought it was going to be this year, because I heard they already finished wrapping up filming. But it's saying April 30th of 2027, the Legend of Zelda movie will be released in theaters worldwide. So,
wow.
Yeah,
Probably hyping it up.
That's interesting. I did not know they were making that.
Yeah. That's probably why they're trying to hype it up.
But yeah, this movie's going to
Nintendo and Sony. So
Nintendo and Sony?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Sony. They're like rivals. PlayStation and Nintendo, you know?
Yeah.
They're teaming up. I bet it'll be good. You know, Sony did like the first Spider-Man movies. Those were good. You know, Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst. So, speaking of video game movies, they just announced the next Minecraft movie. It's called Minecraft Movie Squared.
They're making a He-Man movie, apparently. Bill said.
But if any of you, I know none of you know any of the Minecraft character names except for like Steve. But there's a female alternative to Steve, and she's called Alex. She's gonna be played by Kirsten Dunst, and I'm like, ooh.
Phantom Assassin's Creed is really good. It's very fun.
Jack Black, Kirsten Dunst, and Jason Momoa. Oh man, it's gonna be an action-packed movie. Anyway,
a lot of people know. What a lot of people know about Assassin's Creed is that it's like from different time periods. But what a lot of people don't know is that you're actually like tapping into your ancient ancestors. That's how you're able to go back to those memories. So it's really cool. Sorry.
I'm gonna double check this. David said Minecraft movie cubed. I'm pretty sure it's Minecraft movie squared. And it's the new update of Minecraft that's about to come out is Minecraft. The new update is going to be called Chaos Cubed update, which with the new Minecraft line.
Jason Momoa, hot.
Yeah, a Minecraft movie squared. It's called.
The first one was really good.
Yeah,
well, not really good, but it was pretty good. It was like better. I didn't expect it to be crap, but it was good.
There were a few. Most of it, I was just cringing, but there were a couple moments.
It's a kid's favorite kids, though.
Where I was like, there's a couple times I don't know. I think it was popular because it wasn't so great, and people liked making fun of it, especially Jack Black. It's just such an unserious movie. That's why people like it, because you can really let loose and throw popcorn and stuff. People really, really made those theaters messy when the first one came out. But yeah, honestly, I think the second one will be better than the first one. I really think there was a lot they didn't put in the first one, and Minecraft is going places. I feel they're not going away. It just keeps getting better. They keep adding more and more good content to the game. Anyway, I won't go into details on all the new updates and stuff, but I'm tempted. No, it's not the place for it. Not the place for it. How's it going, Wuzzy? Good to see you, man.
What's up, Wuz, buddy? Hendrix, what's up, man?
Mr. Phillips, how's it going, man?
Cheers.
There you go, Mr. Phillips. Minecraft
up,
movie got me and my son playing Minecraft together. That's awesome, dude. I love that.
Very cool.
There's some great, add-ons and stuff with Minecraft, and great servers. I like keeping it simple. I don't want to do a bunch of add-ons and stuff on ours. The only one I've got is the gravestone one, where if you die, you don't lose all your stuff. It doesn't go exploding everywhere. It gets contained in the gravestone, and you get to go find it.
Sammy was a Nintendo 64 kid. That's what I'm talking about, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
That was me too. I got mine with the Pokemon Stadium package, so that was kind of how I got my feet wet into it. Yeah, dude. That was so good.
Jealous. That was a good one.
It's like a remorse of my life. Like, again, it's like the things that we die, we regret the things we didn't do more than the things we did do. And I did not beat that game. I was one match away from that game, and we ended up moving it whenever I was younger. We lost the cord to the fucking 64, and I never played it again after that. It's like a remorse. I have to go back one day and try to beat that game all the way through. It was very great. I've spent so many hours playing that game.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mario Kart. My cousins had the Sega system, so we would like trade off. I'd go to their house and we'd play like Sonic and Street Fighter and stuff. And then on the 64, you play like Mario World and Mario Kart, things like that.
Those controllers were something else, though, weren't they? And
yeah.
Then you could put the card in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
007. That was a really good one.
The originals with just the couple buttons on there, the little, rectangle one.
Yeah. I think the best controller shape is PlayStation. I really do believe that. Like, I understand what they were going for with Nintendo 64. A lot of people love that shape, but the PlayStation shape, it's been uniform for so long. It hasn't changed. It's been the right shape for my hands, like, forever. The Xbox gets weird. It's all like, why does it need to be wonky? Why is it just line it up right? I need symmetry.
Well, you said Sega.
007 was a great Nintendo 64 game. That one and Battle Tanks. Battle Tanks World Assault and 007 were like my top two games on Nintendo 64. They were so good.
I know you would never guess. Always run through the Nether. We stay out of the Nether.
Yeah, I haven't been to the Nether for a while. I should go exploring there a little bit. I've kind of been waiting for the new updates to go exploring further in the world. Because whenever they release a new update, the world you've already explored, it's kind of already been generated. When they do a new update, that's when you can explore a little further and start finding the new stuff they've already added. So it's best to not explore very much right before an update. And they're adding some new biomes I'm excited about. So I have to wait a little bit longer.
Yep. Well, if I had one death wish, that's what my death wish would be, Mello, to be watching the sunrise on the beach. That is where I'm happy. That's my happy place. Smoking a joint, watching the sunrise, walking down the beach with a dog. That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it.
Not on a mountain.
Mountains are cool. They're cool, dude. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not disrespecting where I am. I'm not trying to like downplay it or not be appreciative of it, but it's not the same.
What was that, Derek?
Yeah.
I was asking HB if he would choose a mountaintop over the beach, because like I used to, and I used to think I was more water. Like, I love the water, but then once I got into the woods, I was like, I like the woods.
Yeah.
Going for a hike and then see the sunset or whatever, and getting that view is really pretty.
An alpine lake.
I'm about an hour from the Blue Ridge Parkway, and that's a very
sweet
area.
Sweet,
and
dude.
You can pull off on the overlook, and you can look for miles and miles and miles.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful scenery. But when you go to the beach, you look that way, you see sand. Look that way, you see sand. Oh, there's a ship out there. I think there's a lot more to see in the mountains than at the beach.
There's a lot of psychology behind whether you choose a place to live or whether it's like chosen for you. And like, if a flavor or a thing or job or whatever is chosen for you rather than you choose it, you have more appreciation for it than if you chose it yourself. So that's really where I stand at in Colorado. I have a lot more appreciation for it than if I would have just chose to come here and live. I just ended up here by circumstances. So I have a lot more appreciation for it. I feel there's a lot of psychology behind this. Maybe we'll talk about it one day on the show. But basically, like if you have tons of flavors to choose from and you have the option to choose from it, you regret your choice rather than if somebody chooses it for you or the universe in this instant chooses it for you. You're more appreciative of it. You're like, yeah, I'm happy with what I got. That's really how I feel about being here. This is really dope. But is it where I want to be? Is it where I would choose to be? No, not at all. 100%. But yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't know. I think I really, really, really like the alpine lakes. Anywhere there's water and in the woods, in the mountains, that's like the perfect combination. I got to be next to a stream or a lake or something,
Mm-hmm.
but I love the mountains. I love it, love it, love
I'm
it.
not mad
And
at
the
it.
woods.
I always say
Love
it's
that,
like fucking
that
God has
smell.
touched this land out here, dude.
That
It's crazy
smell
because
of
right
the
next door is like
alpine.
the devil lives.
Mhm.
Like right here is like flourishing, like the heart of the lands. But next door, there's nothing out there but dirt. It's hard to survive. But here, it's so beautiful. It's hard to be mad out here, dude. That's what I always say to myself. It's like, you know, bad days you go through, you're like, it is really beautiful, though. Yeah, makes you appreciate it.
There's a lot of things
Good
about
additional
this city
gratitude.
I don't like, but having access to the ocean, like you're talking about, HB, it's only a couple hours away in one direction, and really, it's minutes away. I can be in the mountains or in the trails, so
Mm,
it's uh,
perfect.
convenient like that. Just there's
Yeah.
things on here that I don't like. There's people who are like really like behind, to put
Yeah.
it nice, and I don't think we'll ever see the same legalization here that you guys have in Colorado. And
No doubt.
if they could pull the ocean up to Colorado, or within a few hours,
Boy, you have no idea. Yeah, I miss it. I forlorn for it because it's like when I was young, I always wanted to go to California. I wanted to go to the West Coast. I was always had that vibe, that mindset. But when I had like some of my first psychedelic experiences, it really made me gain an appreciation for where I'm from. Not just because of how I grew up there, but just because of like the history of where it's from. And you said it, man. It's like nowhere in America, well, not nowhere, but very few places in America, especially on the East Coast, can you be like right there on the beach and next to the mountains, just within like a couple hours drive of each other. It's really nice, super
yeah,
privileged. I do miss it. I forlorn for it, like an old friend, because I used to like have such a hatred from where I was from because of the stigma of the South and all that. But yeah, as I got older, I had a really nice appreciation for it. But circumstances, it's like the universe put me out here. I feel like it's all who knows, and it's all just speculation. But yeah, I feel like the universe put me out here to try to like, give me experience and test me and push me a little bit in ways I never could have been back home.
right.
It's expanded my mind completely about the evolution of America and the way why people are the way they are. Like not even just like now, but generationally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions or requests or anything like that before we go and switch over to Discord? There is if you can copy and paste from the description of this video, I added a permanent Discord invite link into the description. So just need a copy and paste and you're in.
I'll post them in the chat.
If you're a new person, we will give you temporary access to the video channel. But in order to keep access, we hope that you'd want to sign on for $5 a month. We're going to try to do videos every week and other things. So $5 a month, you get a slightly additional access to us and channels.
Dude, let's get a shirt check for the day, man.
Yeah, that Star Wars one. I got to see that shirt. May the Lord
May the Lord be with you.
And also with you.
And guys, it's June is Men's Mental Health Month. So really, I like to try to highlight this time of month and this time of year because it's a lot of times men don't really have a group or a place that they can reach out. And yeah, we're here for everyone, women and our men. If anyone needs help, please reach out. But definitely, guys, don't if you're going through some stuff, you don't have to hold it in. You can come talk to us. We're normal people. You guys talk to us and listen to us all the time. So if you got something you want to say, come say it to us. We're here. We're a shoulder to lean on. And you guys reach out to your brothers too and make sure they're doing okay and check on them.
Welcome to Discord, Shaz. Whoever that is.
Cheers.
Yep, welcome. We already had one person join. That's good. So yeah, we'll definitely get you in there. When you're in, we need to give you a role, and then that will give you access to the MJ Watch Along channel. If you're having trouble connecting, just let me know, or HB or Derek, and we'll do our best to try to get you in there. We're going to be starting in 15 minutes, the movie.
Go grab some snacks, go use the bathroom, and you guys meet us over there.
And it's the
Cheers,
MJ
everyone.
Watch Along channel.
Yeah, you'll see it down there. Just go to Discord and scroll down on the side. You'll see it.
Yeah.
We'll get you in there either way. Yeah, just meet us over there. We'll get you guys in. Cheers, everyone. Have a great night. Remember to try to see the light in other people. It's again something that we could all use a little bit more of. And there's tons of tools around us and other people to help us be able to see the light in other people. So, guys, make sure to practice your agreements. Be impeccable with your word. Don't take things personally. Don't make assumptions or have expectations, and always do your best. And we will see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Thank you, everyone, for being here.
See you guys.